Today, I will discuss about the director of a company, understand his duties and obligation towards the company. Now, a director is a person who is appointed or elected for managing the business of a company. Please note that only an individual can be appointed as a director. No body corporate or any other entity can become a director of a company. In order to become a director of the company, there are certain requirements which are as follows. Number one, the person should have attained minimum 21 years of age. He or she should have DIN. In case DIN is not there, they can make an application for the same. Third, the most important is the consent of the person. He or she has to give a consent in Form DR2 to become a director of the company. Without consent, nobody can be appointed as a director of the company. A person who is insolvent or against whom any criminal case is pending in a court of law cannot become a director of the company. Now, Section 149(1) of the Companies Act requires that every company should have minimum number of directors. Private limited company should have minimum 2 directors. A public limited company should have 3 directors. Similarly, a one-person company should have 1 director. The maximum limit fixed by the Companies Act is 15, but a company can have more than 15 by passing a special resolution in the shareholders meeting. Now, there are 2 types of directors. One is executive director, another is non-executive directors. Now, the executive directors are just like full-time employees of the company. They are called whole-time directors and take full responsibility and duties of a director. Non-executive directors, they are not part of the executive or managerial team, but brings outside experience and objectivity to the board. Hence, a director plays various roles in a company. He may be an agent, he may be an employee, an officer, or a trustee of the company. As a director, to run the business of your company smoothly, you need to put in place all the checks and balances of good governance, which help you to drive your business forward, avoid risk and uncertainties, seek new opportunities, develop a strategic direction, get an objective analysis of your business, connect with new networks, take some significant legal and managerial responsibilities, instruct management to take action, manage or supervise the business. Let us discuss some of the most important duties of a director. Section 166 of the Companies Act has laid down the duties of a director, which are as follows. Number 1, they should act in good faith to promote the object of the company. Number 2, they should act in accordance with the articles of the company. They should act in the best interest of all the stakeholders of the company, that is employees, shareholders, community, and for the protection of the environment. They should not assign their office to other persons. Should always avoid undue gain or advantage either to himself or relatives, partners or their associates. Now I will discuss most important aspect, that is the liabilities of directors. Companies Act 2013 contain the concept of an officer who is in default for the purpose of fixing liabilities. The word officer has been defined to include inter alia directors of the company. A director may be held liable as an officer who is in default for the contravention of the various provisions of the Companies Act. Many of the contraventions under Companies Act 2013 are in the nature of non-compliances, such as failure to file annual return or other financial statements of the company, acceptance of deposit by a private limited company, giving loan to directors, related party transactions, etc., etc. Now, director can also be liable for fraud in relation to the affairs of the company for any act, omission, concealment of facts with intent to deceive or undue advantage of the company's business. Next is liability under other legislations. It is the responsibility of the director to file income tax return, GST return, provident fund returns, ESI returns, wherever they are applicable. To avoid undue liability, it is advisable that the director should adopt following good management practices. Number one, they should attend all the meetings regularly. They should act honestly with reasonable justification. They should provide all the disclosures of their interest. They should do all the compliances of the company. They should seek professional advice. They should have competent compliance team. Hence, as a director of your company, you need to know everything that you are responsible for. Thank you.
Subscribe and click on the bell icon to get corporate updates from Set India Biz. Set India Biz. Business begins here.